ain't what you see. You don't know this story runs deep. Can't judge a book by its cover, no. Gotta open it and read. Moving layers, moving layers. I got some issues, but before you judge me, listen. I'm on a mission to be better than I'll ever be. Yeah, I know I got issues, but before you judge me, listen. I'm on a mission to be better than I'll ever be.
All right, we're here and excited to welcome you to another episode of Removing Layers. As always, I'm going to move this thing along. I'm your host, J-Day. And today's topic, man, I got the fellas with me, man. It's an open conversation with black men. I've talked about love. I've talked about dating. I brought the ladies in. But today I get the fellas. And so we just going to go wherever the mood takes us. But the Removing Layers standard is to make sure that we give you kind of that outer layer. You know, who we are from that outer core. And then hopefully through this conversation, we can get down to who these men truly are. So for me, my outer layer, again, I'm 37, based out of North Carolina. I work in corporate America, single dad, 4 children with 3 amazing moms. I was raised in a 2-parent household. My mother got married when I was 5. My biological father, I met at his funeral. So we can get into some of that later. But that's that outer core for you. So I'm going to pass it along to our first co-host and allow him to introduce himself.
All right. Yeah, appreciate that, J-Day. This is Thomas. Some of y'all on social media might know me as Tomahawk or Tommy Cesare Hawk, whichever page y'all happen to be on. Don't request the other one. But, yeah, I'm from Durham as well. Went to high school, Hillside, with J-Day too. And single bachelor, 36, no kids. Went to Winston, just like J-Day as well.
Shout out to
Ram Pride, baby. And, yeah, worked in corporate America in the early stages of starting 2 businesses as well. And, yeah, you know, just glad to be here. And I guess y'all will learn a bit more about the inner layers as we continue to converse.
Perfect. All right, so next up, who do we have here?
Yo, it's a.k.a. Eddie Hendergrass. It's my second time on the show. A.k.a. not your average black nigga.
All right, so it's that type of show tonight?
Do
you have one more A.K.A. that might work?
So, I'm 36, single. Birthday coming up. Damn.
Sagittarius, right?
Sagittarius.
I spent some issues with the female version. All right.
Single, no kids, 2 jobs. Just out here trying to make it in this world. They don't really care too much for the black man.
So that's
what
we're going with the conversation. We want to be already. And finally, to bring us on home, who do we have?
Yeah. What's going on? I'm Antoine. I don't have all the AKAs. So, 36, single. I guess you could say single. Single dad, 2 kids. Corporate America. Come from, single parent home. Grew up in High Point, streets of High Point. Came down here just to go to college inside the state.
Oh, that's what they call them?
That's what they call it, man. Streets of High Point.
Well, perfect, man. I do appreciate everybody for joining. And so, as always, I'm going to jump right into it. I don't choose the place. So, Issa, for you, what is your view or what is it like for you being a black man in America?
Being a black man in America is one of those things you gotta learn how to navigate how it works for you. I feel like there's a lot of things that under the wrong perspective could seem like it's against you. But if you learn how to do things where it will work for you, I feel like we could get past some of these things. Race is definitely an issue, but a lot of times I think we put a lot of pressure on it when it's not there necessarily.
Okay. So let me ask you this. You say a lot of pressure. But I mean, just being a black man in general, is there pressure there?
Yeah, it's pressure there.
So
it is there. Don't get me wrong, it's there. But I think we kind of a lot of times, just because from a historical standpoint, we like to see things a lot of times when it's not that.
Okay, now
specifically,
Antoine, already we dealing with Issa. Well, Issa is Issa. We've gotten into pressure being a black man. So for you, let's start over. Let's clear the slate. What is being a black man, or excuse me, being black, not just a black man, but being black in America for you?
So for me, and like I said, based on the corporate America part.
Okay.
So being in corporate America and just coming from one section of life, meaning coming from the negative parts of life, not having much, to now being in corporate America, it's a lot of understanding and trying to decide who I'm going to be.
Right.
So for me, for what I see for the black man, a lot of times there is expectation of if you want to go places or you want certain things in life, an expectation of who you should be or what you should be or how you should maneuver, how you should navigate.
Right.
And I'm sure it's something you can understand.
Yeah, I mean, but for me, I guess it's a little different. I feel like, shout out to my mom. She always used to say, and it didn't really register until I got older. Simple in the words, but you got to understand the game you playing and know how to play.
Right.
And so for me, corporate America is the game, meaning it is what it is, and being a black man in that game is what it is, meaning you're not working for a black company, you're not working for people who understand who you are.
Right.
And so for you to fit into this world of corporate America, because I work for a Chinese-based company, but it just ran by a whole bunch of white people.
A whole bunch of them.
But at the same time, too, it's just the structure for me of corporate America. And so I guess my views on it are a little different because my views on how other people perceive us is different.
Right.
So I don't expect other races to treat me how I want to be treated by my own. And that being standpoint, I don't expect corporate America to function like a loving family because it's a business. Right. You know what I mean?
And I agree with that. The only, and this is what my struggle.
Right.
My struggle is being in it and trying to be true to myself.
True.
And it's like, it's a game.
Right.
How far of the game you want to play.
Right, because you can't kiss ass, but you can't.
Exactly.
That's something I was thinking about.
Do I want to play Monopoly?
Right.
Or am I here to play chess? Or am I here to play, whatever type of game? Like what game do I want to play?
Right.
How far in this game do I want to play?
And then that's what I told myself. It's crazy you said it because I said I would never kiss ass, but I find that I check myself more often than I check anybody else as far as my attitude. Mm-hmm. Meaning, I don't want to be no ass kisser, but also you have to be in the game.
Right.
And you can't let things get to you, and you got to be able to move on from racist bullshit because it happens a lot. Mm-hmm. But you got to be cognizant of it. Now, Thomas, moving on, we talked about passion. We talked about it being hard. We talked about corporate. For you, views on being black in America.
Sure. I think it's an interesting balance, and with our generation, I think, trying to figure out the next step in our evolution, within society and this culture. First off, there's the traumatization, that we have undergone for so long, and then the different levels of it, as even though the traumatization has decreased from slavery and Reconstruction and Jim Crow and everything. It steps down in regards to that traumatization, but we still deal with it. So for many of us, being black in America, I think we're finding that balance between that race card or the victimization mentality,
right,
and deciphering what is and isn't.
So let me
actually that.
Bring it home though, because at the end of the day, I think, to be honest, a lot of people are missing you when you go all the way back to slavery. Like, I feel like for some it sounds good, but I think in present day, a lot of people are going to take that and find it unrelatable. Meaning, so when you say what you said, how does that kind of correlate to right now?
Sure. Well, let's say, for instance, like maybe I'll use an example to help illustrate that. Like, You may
and
have.
listen, let me tell you something. Don't cut this shit because he told you to follow all his Instagrams and all this shit. And on social media,
I did
he
not do
cuts
such
up.
a thing.
He cuts up, and so I want you to make sure that you say it how it needs to be said tonight because you're gonna say it any other time. And so I want to make sure they truly understand where you're coming from. Not to put you on the spot, but I want to hear what you mean by that, because you touched on it earlier, and you touching on it now, and so without me poking the bear, I want to say it. Say it.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay.
But I'll say this. Like, you know, when you saying illustrate it a little bit better. Like for instance, we could have like, let's say like a Nigerian.
Okay.
You know, or West Indian may come in, right, and they'll face, you know, the same hurdles, especially visually with white America. They're going to face the exact same hurdles. But there may be times where, with some of us, in certain circumstances, we may have the victim mentality where they may come over and find opportunity and still make things happen and overcome it.
But what is victim mentality? That's what I'm getting to. Like, what do you mean by that? 'Cause I feel like Issa touched on that earlier in different terminology. What is victim mentality?
in certain circumstances. Now, and more often than not, we are, you know, valid. You know, but there are times.
What is victim mentality?
Well, when you pretty much always, you know, that's racism, or I can't accomplish this because of the white man, or because
that's
of this
what
and
I'm
everything.
trying. Okay, all right.
Or even getting a shot from the jump.
Really? Okay. I mean, I want to make sure we on the same page.
We're take it to the lives matter. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I feel you.
So Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. What's going on?
They definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah.
So I feel like we jump into a topic as black men that we play the victim card. Is that what you're saying? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think we all do. I mean,
all races or like, all black people?
All people. Period.
Okay.
But as black people, we do because of anytime you have some type of trauma. Like if you think about it, anytime you have some type of traumatic experience in your life, if you don't get help, then eventually like, you're going to play that victim role. You can continue to play it because you're still in that mode until something or someone brings you out of it. So for us, the slavery thing, what brought us out of it? Nothing brought us out of the victim mindset, because we went from slavery to Jim Crow to sharecropping to now we into, I guess you can call it Black Lives Matter. Like, but what brought us out of not being the victim? And not saying that in a lot of cases there are cases where we are the victims. There are a lot of cases where, you know, I ain't gonna say we're not the victim, but
that nigga got shot because he brought on himself every now and then.
Well,
every now and then.
I mean, that was not tonight. We're not gonna excuse the language, but okay. Before I say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna just what I do a lot of times on this podcast is I start writing notes or bullet points because I want to get the other side of that fence, and so victim is a hell of a topic. It's a victim. Black people, do we play victim, or are we truly victims in today's society?
To a certain degree, we still are victims.
100%. I don't want to, not to a certain degree.
No, I mean, because they're this whole mentality of like pull yourself out by the bootstrap shit, like all of that is valid today. It's valid today, where we can choose to say, all right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to apply for this job, or I'm going to start my own business. And there's nothing really out there today to stop you from doing that. Yeah. Now, I mean, as far as like once you delve into it, now you may not get the loan that you need, or you may not get the interview, but
compared, a whole bunch of may nots. You just
no, but I'm saying compared,
those are very big may nots.
But compared to what it used to be with our grandparents,
but that's
but that's part of our
they
problem.
Never got a shot at all.
But that's part of our problem, though. So part of our problem as black men is we compare what it was in the past to say it's better.
Right.
But just because it's better than what it was in the past don't mean it's better today. For it to be 2019 and we still have to say, you may not get that loan that you.
But it is. Hold on. It is fair to say that it is better.
Right,
but
'cause
I think
the definition of
the
better
other
means.
side of that too is better, but also niggas is lazy. You feel what I'm saying? It's two sides
So that's
to that
why-
narrative.
exactly. So that's-
you
that's
feel
why
what I'm saying?
that's why
Because
I'm
at the
getting
end of
to
the day, like we are still dealt the hand of being black, and meaning that a lot of things that we strive to be, we don't own. We're not a part of, and so. I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like for any race, any class, you protect your own. And so anytime you're trying to jump into something that's not yours, you're going to fucking struggle. Yeah. And especially being
and you got to play their game.
Right. But on the flip side, it has gotten better.
It has.
And niggas have become exceptionally lazy in some circumstances. And I mean exceptional, whatever word exceptional starts with letter, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Capitalize that exceptionally well at being lazy. Not all black men, and also too, I think $40 for women and lazy niggas are fucking up a lot of other people. Chill out. All right, we get into that later. But so Thomas,
what's up?
You touched on victim, but at the top of your list, what victim card do you feel like is pulled the most? Like where do you see that really? Where are you going with that? Because I want to be more clear. I think we kind of put that out there as a general topic, but if you had to list your top 1 or 2 victim cards that are pulled that you see, what would that be? And again, like let me say this: a lot of times we're being very general, and we're not speaking for all. And there's a lot of people that are doing things the right way, but I think. Black man conversation. Yeah. We talking about certain things. I just want to put that out. But go ahead.
I get you. I would say if you say 2, I would say professionally and legally.
Exactly.
You know, are the main ones that we probably, in certain circumstances, most circumstances it's valid. But there's a nice chunk, I look at social media, I'm like, oh my God.
Legally, we play the victim role?
I mean, like, let's say, like, when we speak on the Black Lives Matter, like, there have been certain circumstances where where I'll see the situation, and I'm like, wait a minute, so he was strapped, and he did have, a little crack in the pocket?
The problem is, though.
And he did run, like, my nigga, and you did have 2 warrants? Oh, my nigga, like I said, most circumstances, we right. No, and I agree.
But that's the problem.
I agree.
That's the problem is that people align all of those. Oh yeah, he deserved
well, let me make it clear.
That's a thug right there. He deserved it.
Well, let me make it clear. And when I say most circumstances is valid, so let me make that clear. But every now and then, you'll see a few stories where you're like, oh crap.
Well, also, I think if we remove the layer, I get what both of y'all are saying. But I think if we take all the layers away, it's more of a situation where. If you a cop, it doesn't take away your fear of a nigga. And you have no idea who this person you dealing with is, so you automatically typecast him by the situation, by the look, by the car, by the neighborhood. And so fear provokes you to, I ain't about to die for this nigga playing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times I think that kind of,
or popping that slick talk during the whole situation.
Well, that's some bullshit all in itself.
But other people, other races can do these things.
Exactly. Yeah, you see that same white girl.
That's what I'm saying. Black men. Hold on, let me ask you this.
That's part of the pressure.
Black men, and I'm gonna ask you, and I want you to give me a very short answer, and we're gonna move on. I want to hear from each one of y'all. How many times in your adult life have you feared someone that wasn't a black man, Thomas?
I mean, it was like this MMA dude one time.
Yes, sir.
I can't say I have.
I was like, man, he was like 6'8", 400 pounds.
Because we almost down the line.
That beef.
How many times?
How many times? It's been 1 or 2. It's been 1 or 2.
Point I'm making is
now,
if you poll,
can we
poll the other races.
Can we put?
Nah, cops are their own. The cops are like the fucking.
They do make me scared.
They Thanos. Yeah. Like they'll snap your ass right the fuck up out of here, man. But, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna stop before you even say it. I know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
If we poll the other races, they're gonna say they're scared of blacks.
And that's bullshit.
And it's crazy because
it's crazy,
right? And it's crazy because like I used to do lunch. I'm an open guy. Like I'm gonna have a conversation with everybody. I'm doing lunch with everybody.
Absolutely.
So one of the guys that's one of the guys that's one of my coworkers. We would do lunch one day, and he told me he was like, when he sees 5 black guys, he gets scared. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why are you scared? And he was like, because I'm not sure what they're going to do to me. And I was kind of like, now, part of me was like, yo, this is legitimate. Because
Mm-hmm.
if I see 5 black guys, I'm probably like, okay, this shit about to get real around here. But I told him, I was like, well, if I see 5 white guys, I get scared. And I was like, now, you get scared because of what you heard, what you saw on TV, what you saw on the news. You saw there was a shooting in Durham, there was a shooting here, you saw this, you saw that. I said, now, for me, I would get scared because 5, where I'm from, where, like originally, I said High Point, but originally I'm from like Greenville area.
Oh, okay.
Like my family, whole family, where I'm from, 5 white guys together, they burning something in your yard. They coming with a cross. They coming like they coming to do bodily harm.
Especially after 10
And I know
p.m.
for a fact because they've done it to my family.
Right.
I was like, so where you come from, what you saw on TV, I come. What I see when I see 5 white men, I've seen because that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like that's what happened to my family.
Right.
So you going based off speculation, what you assume. But once I sat back and thought about it, can I argue? Not really, because fear is something that none of us can gauge.
Yeah.
Right.
The
All of
problem
our
is their
fears are
reaction.
different.
The problem is their reaction.
So
Exactly.
is fear real?
so
Is
far.
fear real for you?
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, we're human at the end of the day, even for those who deny it, you know.
And when I say fear, I mean in regards to dealing with white America.
A
said,
judge. Because that's the other part of legal, like, you know, we talking about, like, you know,
Right.
child, you know,
Right.
like certain legal situations,
Oh, yeah.
you know, in
Oh,
the
yeah.
court system, some people will feel like, especially if they don't have the means for the good lawyer like me, you know, people call me Teflon Don. Like, I've been through more things than a lot of rappers out here that I ain't going to expound upon. And I've had rich white boy Republican justice every now and then and whatnot, just off based of connections and paying them lawyers and everything.
But I feel like
most brothers don't have that.
And that's
You know what I'm
the
saying?
thing.
And that's where that thing we're
But
talking about
okay,
is legit.
but to me,
when I
that's,
say legally,
that's a completely different conversation. Meaning,
But it's
like,
real.
I feel like but it's real
When I say
in what
professionally and
regard?
legally.
Because the white man would say
Fear,
it's
though.
not my fault
I got
that
more
you are
than
not financially stable enough to do what the system says do. Meaning, what you saying is. Fuck that I'm black. If I can pay my way out of trouble, I will. And what you're saying is a lot of black men can't. That's not a racial issue.
It is. So it is.
I
and
mean,
it is.
how
But
you said
it is. and
I'm
it
saying
isn't.
what
Yeah.
he
Here-
said.
here-
Now,
here's
granted,
why-
we all know that judges are and DAs and the justice system are frying our black men. But I just wanted to call out what you said, meaning that a lot of times, yes, we're very lenient on white people, but a lot of times you pay how you weigh. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, and here's the reason why we can say it is. Out of all black men, black people, how many of us come up with double income, not in poverty,
Right.
not coming out of college with debt,
Right.
Shit, not me.
not getting a good job, and having to pay a bunch of debt once you get your good job.
Right.
So now you're behind the 8 ball.
So let me ask you this. But let me stop you right here because this was a question that has been in my mind for a minute I wanted to ask. And this is a quick yes or no. As a black man, I'm going to start with you. For a black man to succeed in America, and when I say succeed, I mean provide for family and himself and prosper, does he have to cut corners? And hustle is a very loose term for a black man because we ain't going to never tell our business. But does a black man have to, and when I say cut corners, I'm not
mean
always
like
talking about being illegal, but what I'm saying is, does a black man have to go beyond a glorious 9 to 5 and 3 other things? Meaning, are we there? Meaning, are we cutting corners as black men to stay on top?
I hate to use the word cutting corners.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about it because
But
I feel like that's close to where I want to go.
I do feel like we're getting there to the point where we can maintain with a regular 9 to 5.
Maintain
We're not-
ain't what I
we're
said.
not there.
I said succeed and push through.
Nah, for me, you're gonna have to do something else other than that 9 to 5 to succeed.
100%. But I think that's okay. That's
Now,
fair.
and I'll be honest, I've taken care of my family with 9 to 5, but I've also cut corners in order to make sure that, like,
just in
he
case.
got, he got everything he need, or we want to go do something.
Right.
We want to go to the beach for the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you this. It's the same question. I mean, do you have to cut corners as a black man to succeed?
I think you I think you do. But I will say there are some brothers who have that good corporate job and who's able to, they're in those positions to be that provider, to do all of that stuff for their family, financially, all of that. But for the bulk of us, like I'll speak for myself. Like I work 2 jobs right now. I have a college degree. I don't have one of those corporate gigs.
Right.
So I'm out here getting it as best as I can.
Right.
So I know I'm probably the majority in that. Like, as far as black brothers having corporate jobs, this is the first setting I've been in where most of y'all have corporate gigs.
Right.
So with that being said, like I feel like, and with today's economy, you have to do something else. Like you're gonna either have to work 2 or 3 jobs, or have that one job, make some cakes on the side, or like cook plates or whatever you do. Like you're gonna have to do something.
Same question. I mean, the cutting corners, like I say, is a very loose term, but are we cutting corners to succeed? Matter of fact, take it a step further. Is that fair?
No. Is it fair? I mean,
and when I say fair, I mean not just to other races, but our own race. I feel like there's an expectation for black women. Mm-hmm. You know, but I'm just asking you, cutting corners and how does that line up for you?
I think with the majority of us, that is something that, you know, is a real, you know, thing that many of us do have to do. Like some of us don't have the stable, you know, upbringing or the good role models or the infrastructure to succeed. So, you know, oftentimes, you know, if we do want to come up, you know, or have that level of stability and security, but we don't have to worry, sometimes we do have to, you know, make that extra move, or as I like to, you know, I'd rather call it opportunistic. You know what I'm saying? In a certain situation, like, oh, word, and something, yeah, man, get me on to that. All right, cool, you know what I mean? Like, even for me, even for me, if I get an opportunity on a nice, you know, insider trade or stock or something like that I know could pop off within 2-3 months.
Yeah, we know.
And everything, then we're going to get it popping.
Use that Instagram to hit him up for that shit.
Conversations like that is
right. Niggas not having those
most
conversations.
Niggas ain't even talking about investing
which is
in
part of the
anything.
reason why they got to cut the corner.
Yo, pause.
It kind of goes back to why we...
Hold on, black men. Let me put this out here. At the end of the day, black men and women, anybody listen to this podcast, y'all forgot the golden rule. There comes a point in your life where you are too old to work, but yet too young to die. You have to set some money aside for your future. Right. And we can get into that, a whole different conversation. And I'm about to switch topics, but what I am saying is, think about that and understand retirement and 401ks and Medicare, all that.
I was going to say, not just put money aside. Because for some of us, put money aside is kind of hard. But I will say is, we as blacks need to understand how to generate passive income.
Right. Hustle.
And more assets.
But no. But the thing is, we know how to hustle. We know how to hustle. The problem is not the hustle. Is how to make my money make money for.
But see, and that's what I think. I think we misunderstand the term hustle because for me, I'm trying to. My whole life is based around finding ways to make money off of things that I don't have to put my hands on.
So the reason why I said we got to redefine the word hustle is because that word hustle has been used for so long. Now we need to change it.
Yeah.
And everybody get an understanding of what that word hustle mean and what passive income. Because like think about it, with us, a lot of stuff we didn't learn.
Right.
I didn't know how to bank account, save money, 401k, stocks, none of that.
Right.
I've been figuring that shit out on the fly.
Right.
Luckily,
I think we all
had some black women in my life that's kind of like, well, I had a
black
woman.
Black women do it better. They do it better.
Thank God for Miss Wood.
That's because they weren't trying to be cool in high school.
My daughter's mom, she put me on game for real. Like she had me 401k, learn all that shit. So now it's to the point where my son, as he gets older, I can say, okay, all right, son, these are the things you need to do so that starting now. Even when I go talk to elementary schools, I tell the kids now, start now.
Right.
You getting the $10 from your grandma. Right. You getting the $20 from uncle.
Right.
Go put it over here.
Right.
Or go start this or go do that. So now we need to start teaching these kids so that they don't learn at our age as black men.
And we're gonna, to be honest, bro, we're gonna get back into that because I want to talk about we talk about hustle, but I also want to get into how do we support black business, even in its embassies. But to completely change gears, because this is all about removing layers. Issa, you have an interesting profession at times. And so right now, as far as public figures, people who stand out, somebody who is name recognizable, who is sexy to you? Who is attractive to you, females in the world?
Be black.
It's a black man in America. Roll the fire.
They're black men in America.
Let it go. Who gotta be black? I want to see who. I want to know who.
Personally, you know what I mean, I'm into more voluptuous women.
Okay.
So
shout them out.
Jill Scott is always on the jump.
It is.
Jill Scott
is
definitely.
I was ready for the juice.
Jill Scott, Thomas, who? Oh, I need one.
You need one? What's was it Regina Bell, the silly one who was on Malibu's Most Wanted?
Regina Hall.
Right?
Yeah, because she's so dingy but cute, and everybody be thinking about Sanaa and Nia and Taraji, and they always overlook her. And I like that she's beautiful and she's hilarious and everything, plus intelligent. So I like her little package. Plus she's so underrated.
Antoine.
He took mine. No, like,
really?
I'm serious. I'm serious, yo.
Really?
Like, I'm a huge Jill Scott fan.
Oh, okay.
So if I told you right now, if Jill Scott came in here right now, I'm shutting this podcast down.
I feel you on that. Yeah. I don't know. I think as I get older, I think for me, sexy is really changing. Like me, sexy is personality.
Yeah.
Sexy is not as nasty as I thought it was. Did y'all ever watch?
I still like
Ballers?
it nasty.
Yeah.
The series Ballers with The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big dude that became a coach's wife.
Oh, his wife. Yeah.
Sexy as shit.
Yeah. I like the way she held him down.
Right. You know, like shout out to Claire Huxtable type.
Yeah.
More sexier.
No, they've been sexy. It's just that.
All right. So okay, flip. Start with you. Who is a notable figure that you don't find attractive? That's out there. That.
I'm about to make some people mad.
So.
Right.
For me, I'm gonna be honest with you. So just what you was just talking about. So when Meg Thee Stallion first came out, I was like, yo.
I saw it live.
I was like, yo, I'm with it. But then I started following on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's like she's naked every time I see her.
She's extra.
And I'm just like,
now.
So naked isn't a bad thing.
Right.
Always naked in public is a bad thing. To me, that's so, and I guess it's because I'm getting older.
So you're not wiping
no
Instagram model.
No, I'm not wiping.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Now,
Hold on, let me stop it. Stop the tape. The girl on your timeline who gets the most likes, is that wifey material?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
Nah, she naked, no.
All right, Issa, say no more. Moving right along. I'm moving. Issa, for you, who is not attractive that the public would know name-wise that may find attractive?
Okay, this chick I think is sexy sometimes.
Drum roll, please.
But sometimes I just be like, I'm good. Lupita Nyong'o.
Who the fuck is that?
You what?
She is. I get
give me that black card in your pocket, right?
I thought that was.
There are some times like she's like very sexy.
Get Out.
Yeah.
So
not Get Out. The other one that he did.
She was like, You
Black
see
Panther.
Black Panther.
Okay, what she did? She playing Black Panther. The smart sister?
No, the other one, the one that he liked.
The warrior, bro.
No, not the warrior.
Not the warrior. His love interest. His love interest.
Yeah, the girl he liked. You know,
he was feeling.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Hold on.
You know what I mean?
Is it because she starts kids?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I fuck with dogs.
Just making sure. Oh yeah, she gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she was gorgeous.
In some pictures, I'd be like, okay, I see what y'all talking about, and then others, I'd be like,
yeah. When you said it, I was like, yeah. All right, Thomas. All right, who you not recognizable name you not feeling?
Look, man, I don't feel like having y'all chew me out.
Do your thing.
Let me say, she's become much more attractive now that she's worth over $500 million. But I always felt like
Cardi? Are you about to say
nah. She's nowhere close to $500 million. Nah, man, she's been worth around $500 million for a minute.
For a long time.
But
Rihanna.
Oh, now she is cute. She's like a strong 7.5.
She cute, famous.
But I feel like if she wasn't rich, And you saw her walking down South Point, or
did I get that wrong?
I don't know. Now she done got a little thicker, and she a little sexier, but she is not the dime piece that everybody make her out to be.
I went to Barbados
She's
looking
straight.
for Rihanna.
She can get it. Now let
I
me.
went to Barbados
She
looking
can
for
get
Rihanna.
it, but she is not quite as hot as everybody be making her out to be.
I can't lie. Her attitude, how she just kind of.
That's what I like.
That's the sexy part. Is the attitude.
And you know what? And she got mad swagger, and that does make her more
You know what
attractive.
made me think? You know the difference between Rihanna and Cardi B. Cardi B got diamonds on the nails. I don't like this shit like that. Like you know, shout out to the girls that put all them big blingy. Yeah.
Do you know who Cardi B remind me of? When I see Cardi B,
Say it, Selena.
what was it? No. What was it? what was the video vixen chick that was getting all the rappers trapped up? Was it? No. It was Cat.
The white girl?
No.
Really?
Yeah, that's
No,
so terrible.
Cardi is not that
Tell me
cute.
she was Venezuelan or
drop-
something.
Cardi is not
Yeah,
that cute,
like,
man.
Basic.
Cardi like Cardi like Cat.
Yeah.
Cardi like a
That is $47,000 a year, and
That is just wrong.
bro.
But that's what.
all right. So for me,
I'd rather jack off with
met Cat
sandpaper.
who I did, also shout out who I
Crackhead.
find sexy that people be killing on social media. I think Lala is.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sexy.
I mean, she's hot. I think her butt, she could deflate it just a
I
tad.
like them titties.
But no, she's a bad chick.
All right, y'all
She's
get
a bad chick.
So
Let me make it clear. I do
listen,
think
you
Rihanna's
see how black
attractive.
men.
She's not as attractive.
Now
as
let me
men.
put this out here. What we did was before I start any show, I give the cup. Like I give liquor. And sometimes people take the liquor, sometimes they don't. Niggas took the
I
liquor
did.
tonight. Yeah, whatever they're gonna say, but I'm
Tomahawk did.
And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Jason, man.
Rihanna.
First time everybody drank, and you can see the end results. Let a nigga start talking about who we like and who we don't, and we're gonna give you an honest answer.
And make sure, make sure Rihanna see this podcast.
Listen, all right,
I need to
all right, fuck famous, and then we
like,
we gonna
fuck
move
that
on
broke
and be
nigga.
respectful black men.
I came to Barbados to see her.
Gentlemen,
She's like, he ain't rich. Fuck him.
gentlemen. Before we move on from nigga shit,
Okay.
excuse me, grown folk man talk.
There it is.
Before we move on from that, excuse me, not famous. What stands out, good or bad, whatever's on your heart, ladies, listen up. From black men, what's attractive and what's not? And I guess I'm speaking from social media because a lot of our interactions on social media, or in person. The bodybuilder, Tomahawk.
I'm not a bodybuilder, brother.
You're close.
I just stay in shape, brother.
Same thing. Niggas, I like Snickers. All right, so what stands out, good or bad? Black women advice, boom. Let me hear it.
I ain't gonna delve into the bad. I'll just say it's the antithesis of the good things
Man,
I'm about to
stop,
say.
man.
Okay,
Come on, say
it's the
shit.
opposite of the good things I'm gonna say. Then they
All
can
right,
put it together,
all right,
you know.
all right.
My bad, man. I don't do drama.
No drama. All right. That's
Yeah,
good.
I
All
don't
right,
like
you starting off
argumentative.
strong. You
Like,
starting off
we
strong.
black men, high blood pressure. Like we the
You
first
know,
ones
we
to
don't
die.
need that.
Men die first,
We the
and then
first
black
ones
men
to die.
die first out of men.
Yep.
The world is hard enough as it is. I'm not going home to a high
So
blood
let me
pressure
ask
woman.
you this: is arguing daily
Debate,
off,
healthy
is
debate.
that normal?
No,
No, it's not
debate
normal.
is good.
Okay,
It's not normal.
Debate is good. The problem is sometimes.
But you seem like you debate a lot. Just
Well,
Outside
yeah,
looking in.
I can,
And that
but
comes
but,
across as fucking arguing.
but the problem is sometimes
Right?
people forget that they wearing the same jersey, and at the end, it's like if you at a practice
But
at a
if
game,
if you
people might
asshole
have different
Thomas
opinions.
for the night, like I gotta be
First
right,
of all,
and you're stupid.
I'm not an asshole.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, it's
Black
okay to
man.
wear that.
I'm a
bad.
dick. Let's get it right.
I was around the
I'm
corner. I wasn't on the same
I'm not a
street, but
pussy,
was
and so
around
I
the
am a
corner.
dick. I said I'm not an asshole, but I'm a dick.
It is. I like that.
All right, so yes, for you. Let me ask you this: good or bad, women, black man advice? Oh, excuse me, advice.
Personally, I just like women who are funny and smart. Like from there, I think we could go. We can.
So funny and smart could be unemployed, and you cool?
Fuck no, but
All right, okay,
Exactly.
All right. But on the same page.
I mean, but that's just I think that should be like a foundation that we start from. We
employed.
not. If I'm employed, you
How
need to be
employed?
employed.
Just regular employed, or
Shit, regularly employed.
Okay.
Cause like I
I'm a
already
little
said,
different.
I'm working 2 jobs. Like as long as she got some kind of income, we alright. Like,
Can she cover the utilities?
right? Exactly.
If I needed her to.
okay, great question. Okay,
That's all my
great.
answer.
Yeah.
All right, so I want you to speak on just for you, good or bad. What you throwing out there for women?
For me, I'm a conversation type of guy. So I like learning.
Okay.
So if we can sit down and have conversations every day, and not saying that everything got to be a political, a black, or whatever else, that type of stuff turns me on.
Okay.
Not you half naked, not saying we got to argue every day, but a conversation. Like that type of stuff is going to keep me intrigued.
I got you.
This is Issa. I like you being half naked.
I mean, we can have an
no,
intellectual conversation and be funny.
know.
Half naked.
You gonna get half naked. You gonna get half naked.
Oh,
But what I'm saying is, like when I meet you,
Yeah, I feel you. Real
like, and I guess for
especially when
me,
you
You'll be half
for me,
naked when I meet you.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess for me, at one point in time, the half naked, of course, that's always gonna catch your eye. Oh,
Right.
she got her titties
but
out.
it's not about catching-
Oh yeah. Oh
Keep
yeah, she
your
got her
attention.
titties out. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times, the motherfuckers got their titties out. Keep your
Ladies,
attention.
there is a big difference between catching your eye and keeping your attention. And to be honest, I hate that niggas gonna be mad at me for saying this, but sometimes we don't give a fuck about keeping my attention. Just catch my eye. So
that's on him.
it is different though.
It depends on the situation.
Not some of us. You trying to
if I'm here for homecoming,
social media later.
No.
Put yourself in that fucking
if
box.
I'm here for homecoming, just keep my eye.
Oh my.
If I'm here for homecoming, just catch my
All
eye.
right, so I had this circle. Okay, so you touched on this and you kind of ran from it, but I'm not going to start with you. I'm going to start with the other corporate man, Thomas with no kids. Is that fact?
Yeah.
Okay, no kids. Is that a fact? And you touched on it kind of sort of
Unless
too.
they
I've
hiding
been
something
taking
like
notes.
that. Okay.
So I'm pull up. Can you hear the paper? All right. Should the black man pay all the bills in the household? Don't say.
I think it's situational. But I don't.
What the fuck?
Because it is
I
not
agree,
cut
though.
and
I do
dry.
agree.
It
Okay,
is not
but-
cut and dry. You know what I mean? I mean, if they're both middle class, then that is absolutely, not wise and feasible at all.
If you are married and in love, why is that not wise? You could be doing other things with your wife's income. But go ahead.
I mean, that's true, but that's true. Like
it should stay
those
in.
things have to be understood. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that has to be something mutually. Like where you're going in as a team. Where all right, babe, look, you handle
But
these vacations,
isn't
you
that
handle
what
this security
marriage is?
fund,
How-
you handle that.
So, okay, are marriages, do you see marriages that people are not a team?
Well, I've never been married, but yeah. But those are the ones that last 2 years or 4 years and stuff. Or
Should the man pay all the bills?
I say hell no.
That's that liquor. You serious?
Hell no.
That's what you're going with?
I say hell no.
That's the answer.
Anybody see me on social media, they know what it is.
Yeah, final answer.
I'm not with that shit. Like, if we going half on babies, we going half on this rent. We're going half on these
That
bills.
is
We're going half on all of this shit.
Stupid. So you don't, as a black man, as a man, you don't feel no entitlement to take care of your household, bro?
Nope.
Well, Jada, you got to think about
Nope.
The liquor.
No, I have an entitlement because I have a penis. I'm entitled
You a
because
man.
no.
man.
You a man.
That is some old
Jada, let's
school
keep it 100.
traditional
please.
bullshit.
Earlier, you just said
I
that
did say it.
when
I'll
black
wait,
women are
wait,
on
so.
their shit.
Right.
You
And
You know what I'm saying?
And for the most part,
But shout out to the
The-
black
and
women.
for the
You know
most
what I'm
part, they make more money than black men at this moment.
And that's
So
your
you find
fault.
your
Nigga,
perfect,
that ain't her
not-
fault.
but if you find your perfect
not
match
either
and
of
she
our
making
fault.
175 and you making 80, you know what I'm saying? It just makes absolutely no sense.
Oh my
You know what I
God.
mean?
That's
It's like,
what it is
but that's a
again.
real thing
This
that
is some
happens.
nigga bullshit.
There are a lot of
And it ain't
Michelle.
good.
Where you
There are a
at
lot of
with this?
Michelle and Barack
All right,
situations
so gentlemen,
where he
please.
was in that
Hey,
dude
as the-
from day
as-
one,
right.
and he
Excuse me,
had the
Thomas
deal.
is as the host. Hold on, I get to stop shit.
Okay.
Antoine,
Yes, sir.
for you. Should the black man pay all the bills? Because
So-
these niggas trip. Sorry.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right, say he gonna be honest. He's gonna be honest.
This is part of the reason why I'm single.
We get to
So
Get to it, my boy.
I never had a father.
okay.
So
Okay.
the father I had was my grandfather.
I had an awesome dad.
So my granddad, I watched my granddad be the provider of everything.
Right.
Meaning granddad paid everything. Granddad was the one that, he look up, he called grandma outside because he done bought another car.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
granddad,
you got a little
like
pepper,
when I
though.
tell you, so for
Okay,
me,
business was good back then.
exactly. He out here slinging that dope. You know what I'm saying? But
Wrong.
when I tell you, for me, like that's the role model I saw. So growing up, like I knew that I wasn't gonna be the deadbeat my father was.
Right.
And not knowing the situation,
Yeah.
I knew that I was gonna be that type of man. And I started down that journey of I got this situation here. It's my phone. I got this situation here.
Right.
I'm gonna take care of everything.
So let me ask you this. Single black moms, is that more of their fault or the dad's fault?
What you mean?
Nah, I'm answering the question however you want to take it.
So that depends.
You don't have kids. That's how I know you.
definitely depends.
You said what you said. Let him
depends.
answer.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
So single black moms, is that more of their fault or the man's fault? Moving layers. The situations depends.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of times where we end up in relationships and relationships don't work out.
Okay.
And they end up single. And then you have some situations where the woman is with a man that he know he ain't there long term. They know he ain't there long term.
They know that? No. Do women know that or they don't
These
know that?
motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something. And this is gonna be a hard. No. This is gonna be. And I'm not. Hold on. Let me say this. And I'm not diminishing black. I love black women. And this is not a diminished black women thing at all.
Okay.
A lot of times they know. You know when a motherfucker ain't here to stay. And you know when a motherfucker ain't shit.
Really?
You know.
You really?
Most times.
Okay. The other side of that story, and I'm gonna pass the mic to the other. I feel like at the end of the day, men can say that shit, and this is the same black man that's at your house 5 out of 7 days out of the week. And when he in it, he's saying some shit that's a little different. Oh, I love you.
Now that's different though.
But at the same time, it's fair for conversation.
He tripping though. No. He tripping though. So you can't be in it.
Niggas,
you can't be in it talking about I love you.
For the pussy.
But you can't.
It's not about love too. It's mine. And I don't want you fucking with nobody.
I'm gonna tell you what I told.
Niggas front.
I'm gonna tell you what I told my sister. I'm gonna tell you what I told my little sister. And I've always tried to put my sister on game. What a dude tell you, what a nigga tell you at the beginning is what it's gonna be until he change it. And it's not the words that's gonna change it.
Run that game.
And it's not they're gonna run that exactly. That's why I told her. They're gonna run game on you. But if a motherfucker tell you, hey, I'm looking for friendship, I'm looking for this,
but he's not gonna say that though.
But you know,
shit, I will.
All right,
I tell it straight up.
What do you
straight up?
You said you single or did you not say that? I don't know. I forgot.
Right now I'm single. Yeah.
You said that like there was a breakup that just happened.
Oh no! I mean,
like
not too long ago.
He went on a text back.
Right?
He went on a text back.
Not too long ago. I did something to throw people off the scent so I could fall back for a second.
Wow.
But,
okay. All right.
But what's the question? Though? What's the question?
I don't. You went so left field. I don't.
My bad.
What was the question? Do you remember the question?
You talking about the fault of black men or black women with
single parents?
Single parents. Honestly, I think once again that depends. Like, that's a subject that could have its own 45-minute to an hour segment.
It is.
To be real. Like, I can't just give, because honestly, I think a lot of that has to do with, the 80s. Like, because this wasn't something that was in the 70s.
No, it wasn't.
60s and 50s and 40s. I think that crack epidemic and, the mothers having to be superwoman or struggling with drugs and welfare and this and that while the father is in and out of jail and incarcerated and the drug epidemic and all the effects. It's a lot of girls who saw their mom be superwoman. You know what I'm saying? And never saw their mom get properly receive affection and love and don't know how to see the man to see that. And the man, he never saw that man do that.
It's funny you say that because, like, my daughter's mom, with her and I was having a great conversation. And I told her one day, I was like, because of that, women raise their daughters. That baby their sons.
But also, too, I realized, too, for me.
So they...
a single black mom can be detriment to her
daughter.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They raise their daughters to be hard and super women. Like, you got to do everything on your own.
But what I think women fail to realize is that everything on your own is so financial for them. But it's fair. But life ain't all financial.
But if they're conditioned that way,
not just conditioned. Okay, that's the other
I gotta
side
handle my business.
Where as a Facebook doctor, I have to step in and say, fuck a condition, because the one thing I realize about a lot of black men, and not all black men, but for various reasons, a lot of black men are not self-sufficient. Meaning, without the black woman, they would not be able to live and function on their own. They could not pay their own
Why is
rent.
that?
But it goes back to what I just told them.
Why is that?
How many of them are raised by single mothers?
Right.
And I'm not blaming the single mother. I'm not blaming the single mother at all.
That's kind of
because no.
If he never saw the father or the mother, you know, like where that consistent male nurture his mom to provide for the home. Like he never, you know, and he never saw an example.
Right.
And the only example he saw is this woman gonna hold it down.
Right.
She's gonna make everything, and that's a reality that affects, you know, this current male, and now that they're having children,
and it can be
children,
and it can be a two people problem. It is a two people problem. So it's not a black man problem. It's not a black woman problem. It's a two people problem.
No, it's a black man problem sometimes. Black women are doing just fine, like you just said. If she can do everything on her own, including raise a black man, then
but she also has
a nigga problem.
But she also has that balance of government assistance for some.
No,
there is a balance for some.
But she's clearly failing at raising. She's clearly failing at raising a black man.
If you made that comment on a Facebook post, the women would you have 40 replies in 5 minutes.
Hold on. You didn't fail?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Y'all succeeded.
No.
Bro, my mama died when I was 16.
Right, and you here succeeding, bro.
Still, but it was because it was like almost in spite of. Like
that's fair, but that's not what you said.
I'm
saying, bro.
I'm saying
you're succeeding. I'm looking at y'all in y'all face when I say that. You feel what I'm saying?
A lot of the problems that black women claim to have about black men comes from their black mothers. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on black women at all.
That's how they gonna hear it.
But if they are the ones who are raising us, then where's the disconnect in us treating them how they want to be treated?
And I feel like at the end of the day, life is choices, man. Because if you remove the layers, it's right from wrong. But
who's teaching that right from wrong?
It's a why I'm on you. And like I said, this is removing layers because we run out of time. I want to jump on a few more topics because I had a whole bunch of shit wrote down that we haven't touched on. But really quickly, Issa. For you,
that'll be for part 2.
What are the biggest issues facing you as a black man, but more importantly, issues in the black community?
I think finances. The finances is the biggest thing for me. I'm just trying to figure out how I can make some real money and buy some property, some land and shit. Like that's my biggest thing. All the rest of the shit, I feel like once you get your money straight. A lot of this other shit can just.
So money would solve a lot of these problems.
Money would solve a lot of problems.
Thomas, for you,
I think
biggest issue facing the community or yourself, as a black man. Excuse me, not you. Take you out of it. Sorry, take you out of it.
Facing the black man. I don't know about the biggest, but I'll tell you one that I know gets highly overlooked. That culture, especially in urban America, you know, of the coolness, like being that fly nigga. 9, 10.
We close to 40.
But the thing, here's the problem. This is the problem.
Okay.
Let me finish. Like that from 13 or whatever to 25, and sometimes into 30, it will and those habits, it will cause a whole host of problems that you cleaning up. After 30. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 felonies, or those 5 baby mamas, or that terrible credit, or that blah, 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 or I didn't, fuck school, and yada, 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 and everything.
Ooh, but the only thing about
they hit like 33, and they're like, oh, shit.
Black man, everything you said, and I was hoping you were going to touch on some things like, you know, societal things, like meaning community and where you were brought up and disadvantages. But you touched on choices. Having multiple kids and making decisions that'll send you to jail, them are grown men.
But the problem is,
like everybody from the fucking projects did not make a choice to go to jail.
The problem is, in our community,
from the projects or from a single mom or an addicted mom did not make a choice to have 5 kids, and so that's my difference.
But it comes down to what
because you disconnected in that regard.
It's what we value.
No, it's not about
we value
a choice.
We value material.
No, you view it as a choice.
Now, granted, and I do separate the ability to take care of yourself. Meaning, at the end of the day, like everybody deserves something nice. Meaning, I don't knock a nigga that at the end of the day just don't want to get by and who is content on struggling. Right. Yeah. But what I'm saying is a lot of what you said. I'm putting it out there as nigga bullshit.
That's the shit that we value, though.
But no.
That's that love and hip hop bullshit.
But I feel like that's where he was going.
But here's the thing, and this is where you cut me off at.
Sorry, please.
It's a societal norm in our community.
Exactly.
And the thing is, it might not have been you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes.
But
I feel like you making
no. It is bullshit.
Nigga shit
but
is what we value.
But the problem
but I
is,
ain't talking to no niggas tonight. And so how are we justifying that shit? And that's not you.
because it's a
that's
real.
Not you,
because
and
it's
that's
a
not
real.
You.
But that's
You
the
feel
thing.
what I'm saying?
But
that's
I can
not,
make.
That's not who you hang with.
But
that's not who you hang with.
shit.
That's not who you hang with.
Shit.
So
I still stay connected
Not
to.
nigga bullshit, though.
I still stay
I
connected
have to
to
know
them.
you to know
I'm
that.
gonna tell you this.
I got kids.
I like to associate myself with everything.
Right, but that ain't
But
nigga bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I hang with nigga bullshit.
Okay. What we get removing later?
If nobody is around and that's not nigga bullshit, are they gonna know anything else other than nigga bullshit?
But I feel like nigga bullshit is a person that you've had that conversation with.
Nah.
Nigga bullshit is
No.
a subset of people. It's not a neighborhood. It's an individual.
Jay,
There's a lot of
dudes-
niggas in the neighborhood that's not
Jay,
on that bullshit.
But Jay, it's a lot of dudes who would still call you their best friend who still are recovering from their nigga bullshit
That's
from
fair.
18 to 30.
Exactly.
That's fair.
And that's the thing, like
dig yourself-
you sitting here and you
dig a
kind of
hole.
smacking the shit up out of a lot of your boys.
Yep.
And that's real shit.
I
What
am.
you saying right now
That's true.
is not. It ain't real shit.
But let me understand. Let me explain to you why. Because I feel like at the end of the day, we as grown men have to own our choice.
And you're right.
The reason why I
Gotta
say
be
that,
accountable.
and the reason why I say that is because I see a lot of men who are not accountable, and we use every excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of men that ain't been locked up for 30 years. There's a lot of men who ain't made those choices. They just don't get up and try. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Every
That's
day
true.
I tell my kids, you can be whatever you want to be, but the choices are going to define who you are. And what I'm saying, I hear what y'all saying.
Yeah.
Meaning some men have made terrible choices as a youth that are still haunting them to this day. And that's not who I'm talking about. But I am talking about every nigga who is listening to this podcast who don't wake up every day and try something. I'm trying 3, 4, 5, 6 things, and I do okay for myself.
Yeah.
So the nigga who ain't got shit, I expect him to try 30.
Right.
No, I
You
feel
gotta
you.
make
gotta do
something
something,
stick.
man.
I feel you.
That's what I'm saying.
And you're right about that.
The problem.
And the
But
sad thing
the
about
thing
it is
is-
the females will love a bum nigga as much as they love a nigga.
Exactly, because they valuing the same
what,
bullshit.
though? That
They
bum
just-
nigga got
they-
time.
Valuing the same
That bum nigga got
bullshit.
time, and when he doggone pull something from his heart, it's coming from his heart because he in a desperate ass
He ain't got
situation.
shit else.
And he like, baby, I need you.
He got shit
and,
else.
and you know what? He does.
And we need our black women. I mean, we need black
Of course we need our
She
black women.
feel that shit
Like,
in
of
her
course-
soul.
of course.
And if he got some good dick to go with it,
We
it's
always,
a problem.
we always, and that's why I said,
Let me speak.
we always gonna need, our black
Yeah.
women. And I think that's the disconnect we have in relationship. And this is another topic we talked the other day.
Yeah.
Is that black men and black women, we at a point now that both of us are battling. I don't need you, you don't need me.
Right.
Nah, we need each other.
Yeah, we do.
We need, like right now, black women is holding down.
Right.
We as black men need them,
Right.
but they need us too. And everything ain't about financial.
True.
Everything ain't about
But it's a lot,
materialistic stuff. But we got to get to a point where we can put all the bullshit down and say,
Right.
you know what, let's rock this road together.
True indeed. But for me, ladies, rock with somebody who's rocking with themselves.
I agree.
Don't
I get
take
that.
on a nigga.
Don't take on
who
no
ain't
bullshit.
hit no shit. Now,
Don't take on no
quick,
bullshit.
Quick hitters. You need to answer this question in
That nigga got time.
3 sentences or less. What are your views on Colin Kaepernick, Thomas?
He came
3 sentences or less.
he came a long way. I saw him evolve a lot as a man from where he first started off as. I think right now, strategically, you know, I may not think some of his moves are the best moves, but he's doing the best that he can, and that what he stands for is tremendous. And I feel like, lastly, that 3 years, I think that a lot of political leaders should have stepped up because he made it very clear.
We ain't got no political leaders.
But here's the thing. He made it very clear, I am not here to do this. I'm just here to bring awareness. Right. And then, you know, like you look at every movement from the civil rights movement, you did boycotting, you did protest, but then legislation got passed. You look at the women's suffrage movement. They burned their bras in the middle of the goddamn city hall and all that shit. But at a certain point, legislation got passed. The LGBT movement.
I started taking
but
notes.
you allowed me to go that
3
long.
sentences, yeah, you're right. It's a 3 sentences on cap. Nigga, 3 sentences. You stuttered.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
No, because it's
Sorry.
it's
Black
kind
man,
of
3
complex.
sentences.
But I agree with everything that he did over these past 2 weeks. As a matter of fact, over the past 4 years, I'm with everything that Cap has done. Like, if you want to...
Antoine, 3 sentences on
you want to Stephen A. the shit, then...
You really making this shit 3 sentences.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm going to switch it. I got a trick.
All right.
I rock with Cap. I'm gonna tell you something.
And I still ain't watched football.
I was one of the first motherfuckers that announced once he cut his ties with the 49ers, I was done because I knew nobody was gonna pick him up. I haven't watched the NFL since.
All right,
Me either, bro.
Let me say this: as a 49er fan,
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
I rock with Cap. Meaning, I've sat at games. I've been in Washington Redskins Stadium, sat second row, where I saw reporters taking pictures of me. Sometimes with a white female behind me, standing up doing the national anthem with a big sign that says "United We Stand." Mm-hmm. And her white husband was behind me, and I saw the reporter tapping pictures and shit. And I'm sitting down with my Kaepernick jersey and the whole nine. Meaning, I respect Cap and supported the movement. As a 49er fan, at the time, he did not deserve to be the starting quarterback no more. Meaning, we should not have renewed his contract. That's just my opinion.
You should have.
But
he's a fan, so he's
100% deserved to still be in the NFL.
To play
somebody.
somebody.
Rock with him. But we got to be honest. Kaepernick, not one time in his 3 years, defined his stance.
He did define his stance.
But that's
No. After. Meaning, let me finish. Once he said his stance and he was no longer in the NFL, you didn't hear from Cap. Now, the tweet.
You shouldn't have.
His girlfriend spoke for him.
But you shouldn't
Hold
have.
on. And we can talk about
what you want to hear.
His girlfriend spoke for him, though.
But what you want to hear?
But at the same time, the one thing that I did hear from Cap, the one thing that his voice was clear on is I want to play in the NFL again.
That's it.
So, after 3 years of you not having any stance other than I want to play in the NFL, now mind you, this entire 3 years I rock with him. The only jersey I rock is a Kaepernick jersey. Every time I go to any fucking game, I do not stand up in support of Kaepernick, whether it's a high school game, a baseball game, a football game. But the point I'm making is the only thing that I heard from this man, in spite of me rocking for him, is that I want to play. He took a settlement from the NFL to settle that grievance, and he said that I would not kneel no more. Now this nigga done moved on and finally got an opportunity, and what the fuck did he do? He completely fumbled it in every fucking way.
He didn't fumble it.
He
didn't fumble it.
This is about
to go 15 more minutes.
disagree with that.
This is about to go 15 more minutes.
Let me finish.
Let me address
I'm sitting back and intrigued spectator at this point.
I'm at the end of my statement. I feel like he fumbled it for 2 reasons. Because at the end of the day, you left us hanging, and your agenda was to get back in the league. And even if you was on that Colin Kaepernick fight for your shit, I would have been with it. But get the contract first, my G. Because a year from now, we're not going to be talking about your black ass. Like, as much stance as you think you made, you didn't do shit
Did
but
you
play
feel
yourself. Now y'all.
Did you feel the same way about Ali?
Hell no.
Ali did the exact same shit.
The fuck he did.
So
Ali was still kicking ass. Ali never put himself in a position where he couldn't box again. So Ali continued to fight.
Here's the thing with
Kaepernick ain't fighting no more.
How can he fight? He can't go anywhere to fight. He can't do anything to fight.
Hold on.
So hold on.
You talk about Ali, but truth be told,
let me give you this.
Let me give you this.
For the NFL, it will be a difference. I will agree with you. For the NFL to call on a Tuesday afternoon before lunch and say, hey, you got to work out on Saturday.
Nobody works out on Saturday.
Nobody works out on Saturday. Saturday is the day that everybody travels or everybody's getting prepared for the game on the next day.
That is fair.
Sir, I'm a high school coach, and I can tell you the day before a game, we ain't doing no bullshit. I ain't here to say, hey, come on in. Nah, bro. The day before a game, what are we doing? No. The day before a game, what are you doing? You getting prepped for the game.
Bro, and when I call that bullshit, it's been 3 years, bro. You talking ridiculous, bro. That man ain't got one phone call in 3 years and he say, I'm ready to play. Why the fuck does it matter? If I can't show up on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if you haven't gotten one phone call in 3 years.
Who gonna be there on Saturday?
And you say the only thing that you want to do is play football. How the fuck is you not showing up?
But who gonna be there on Saturday? That's the thing, though. Who gonna be there? It ain't nobody that made the decision gonna be there on Saturday.
You had 20 teams that were
confirmed. They said it was 20, 25 teams that were there.
You know who they sent?
But
they
sent
me there. They sent me there.
You starting from the outside trying to get in. You in the parking lot talking shit to niggas that own the building. I ain't never seen a nigga who in the parking lot talking shit to the nigga who own the parking lot.
So this
you gotta get in the building, bro.
Because he ain't got nothing to lose.
In 3 years, you ain't learned that?
Because he has nothing to lose.
ruined it.
But exactly.
Because
He had nothing to lose.
if he ain't in the league,
Because of that,
Are we in
he
agreement
never-
that it's over?
first of all,
I don't think so.
Colin
First of all,
Kaepernick
no.
playing in the NFL.
He was never
Well,
going back to
his
NFL,
time
period.
is a wrap.
Yeah, I think
He was never going back
anyway.
anyway. He was never going
I
back
honestly
anyway.
think if
He
he would have
exactly.
played
He
the
was
game,
never going back
never going back
anyway.
he would have played the game.
This workout
Tom,
shit was a
You
farce
have
from
been
the
quiet.
jump.
You have been quiet.
This workout shit was a
if
jump.
Colin Kaepernick would have played the game, do you think he would have been in the NFL after that workout?
But that's the thing.
I'm
We got to
asking-
stop playing the game like Massa, like,
So what did-
yes, Massa, like,
what did Colin
thank you for
Kaepernick
this
accomplish?
opportunity.
What did he accomplish?
Bruh, look, he accomplished that he's a man doing shit on his own terms.
So all the other niggas in the
hold
NFL ain't
on.
These niggas making $8-9 million, sticking it to the man, taking care of not only themselves, but any time that you can take care of your fucking
I'ma tell you how
entire family playing a sport, you are sticking it to the man. LeBron James is sticking it to the man. Anytime that you can take care of every family member you got.
Communist as fuck.
Nike still fucking with him.
No. But you know the difference between. But you know the difference.
China's dick. So,
But you know the
Nike is
difference between what
communist as
LeBron
fuck.
is doing compared to what Cap is doing? What LeBron is doing, the NBA knows they can't battle that man.
What?
If the NBA try to battle
bigger
LeBron,
than the league.
he's bigger than
But
the league.
what I'm
if
saying-
he tries
hold
to
on,
battle
hold on.
LeBron,
And
I'm
the NFL is
LeBron
making it
was
so
the-
that nobody is bigger than the league.
LeBron is a bad comparison, but what I'm saying
he is a bad comparison.
Why?
Colin Kaepernick has definitely made his stance, but what I'm saying is
Colin
Colin
has-
Kaepernick did nothing further.
Yes, he did.
I understand.
Yes, he did.
Listen, I
Yes, he
feel
did.
like-
Hold on. No.
That
No,
nigga
hold
did
on.
an Antonio
Let me tell you what-
Woke Brown moment. He
Let me
was
tell you-
woke,
no.
but did some Antonio Brown shit.
No, let me tell you what Kaepernick did. So while Kaepernick didn't come out and do any media, any interviews,
Nothing.
what he did was
He did
he took his own money,
Right,
and he
and
started
was doing
multiple.
work. He doing work.
He's done multiple.
No, 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 no,
and
no.
he
Doing
continues
real work.
to do
No, no,
things
no,
in
no,
our
no,
community.
no, no.
Not-
I'm
and
not taking-
Not saying. No,
That's
no.
not
But
fair,
he's
bro.
doing
He's doing
something.
real
But
work.
He's
But
doing
I
the
feel
same thing
like-
LeBron is doing.
I feel like you're taking two different conversations.
No, he's not.
No, hold on.
No,
I
hold on.
want to say this though.
Hold on. Let me say this, and then I do want to move on. But, and no, I'm gonna let you get your point out. But what I'm saying is, Colin Kaepernick didn't say that. You talking? Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. As a man, you talked about all the things he trying to do for our community, which he was doing. But the one thing that he did say
With his own
publicly
money.
is that I wanted to play. And what I'm saying is, it's mighty funny that the 1,000 other NFL players found a way to confine to the NFL rules to play. And what they did to Colin Kaepernick was fucked up. And at the same time, they blackballed the shit out of him. But through Jay-Z or whoever else, they gave the man the opportunity to play. And he fumbled that shit for whatever you trying to say. But what I'm trying, in my personal opinion, in a year from now, we will not be talking about Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, we will.
And what?
Colin Kaepernick
Hold on.
is not Martin Luther King.
Hold on.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Nah, because
Yeah,
at the same time, we follow Jay-Z and motherfuckers.
he won't
like
be
that.
on the
Hold
news.
Hold on.
He won't be on the news
Hold on.
anymore, but
to that
it's
point,
still gonna be it's still gonna be a lot of
Hold
social
on,
media
hold on.
voices.
To that
Figuring
point-
gonna
Put
speak
Colin
on it.
Kaepernick in the African American Museum in
hold on.
Washington, D.C.
To
But
your,
that shit ain't newsworthy though.
Hold on.
Like that's the problem. Like the African
No.
American Museum.
Hold on.
But you know who fault it is? It's not newsworthy.
Us.
It's us.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hold on.
That's my whole
Hold
point
on.
about removing layers.
Up
You
until
keep talking about what should be, but I'm talking about what is.
But
But
the
if he's
problem is-
saying as
hold
a
on.
black man that Colin Kaepernick being in the National African American Museum, the most prestigious museum in Washington, D.C., for all of black people in America, and you saying out your own mouth that shit don't matter, you making my point. At the
Hold
end of the day,
on, hold on,
say
man.
It, say it.
Well, newsworthy
hold
don't
on.
matter. Or
Hold on.
say it's
To your point.
It matters.
To your point.
They
Nobody.
don't make CNN headlines.
We had got over Kaepernick.
We
until
didn't. I didn't.
Hold on.
I'm over him now.
No, a lot of us had went back to watching games, all of that shit.
me.
Nobody even cared until they was talking about this workout again. So we haven't talked about the waiver that he had.
Well, my
that time.
thing is-
Exactly.
Nobody. We haven't talked about. He knew this shit was bullshit from the jump. So if y'all gonna play me like this, I'm gonna play y'all like this.
Well, bro,
so I'm gonna have the workout
I got
50
Where we
miles away.
disconnect
I'm
is
having in Riverdale.
this man the whole time, and like I say, I
got a
follow
whole
this.
different
I follow
perspective.
this more than most.
I got a
but
whole
y'all
different
sitting here
perspective.
saying I didn't watch the NFL. I don't fuck
I don't
with
watch
the NFL.
it.
No.
But he did. He wanted to play.
No, listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
Like,
I
what are we
don't
talking
watch
about?
the
You're
game.
boycotting something.
I don't watch
a
the
man who
hold
is
on.
begging
Hold
to get
on.
back in.
I don't watch the games, but I watch Sports Center. I watch ESPN
Hold on,
every
Jay.
night.
The point that
Every
was
other
made
nigga.
was
So I know what the news is.
Hold on. Hey, Jamie, what you go to college for?
Broadcast media.
You went broadcast media. Okay.
Cut your
So listen.
shit.
Hold on.
Newsworthy.
So let's say you went broadcasting media, right?
Yeah.
So let's say the only place that you made it, the only place you can get a job like
It's
okay,
Radio
I made
1.
it, is Radio 1. Now, I ain't gonna say Radio 1. No. You can go CNN. So CNN
Bro, you're not
is
gonna
that
like
place.
my
So
answer.
CNN. Hold
I'm gonna
on.
tell you exactly how I feel about this.
CNN is that place, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
CNN
this can
got
work.
you.
Here it
It's
goes,
not
'cause
gonna work.
I'm
It's not gonna work because
I'm
like
about to
the
blow
league
some shit up.
is
Nah,
the
let him say what he
the
gonna
league
say.
is the monopoly.
It's-
You can
it
go
is
to
monopoly.
many
It's a-
other stations.
There
Please
is
don't
no.
not CNN.
So basically, what I'm gonna say is because apparently it's not gonna work for him. Basically, what I'm gonna
It's not
say
gonna
is
work, 'cause I'm about to blow
basically what I'm gonna say is one. I don't think Cap was 100% was like, "Yo, I'm getting in this league." When Cap left, when the 49ers told Cap that they weren't gonna value the end of his contract, and he left, that was it. He wasn't coming back. There was no coming back to the league. The second thing, he had to do the workout, whether it was at the Atlanta Falcons,
had to.
whether it was at the
How
Falcons.
is you so
Listen,
pro-black and not doing this that he had to? He a grown man.
he had to
What are
do
we
the
talking
workout.
about?
If he didn't do the workout, whether it's at the Falcons or at the other place, it does.
Because I am
But
blown
I want to
away
say
by
this.
this.
I want to say this. I look at his whole Cap situation in a different light. I look at it as this is the reason why we as black people are still stuck in certain spots while we're in neutral.
Right.
Because we allow corporations to dictate to us what we want or what we deserve and what we should get.
And that's fair.
And how you should
we
play.
forget that without us as consumers, they have nothing.
Or as
True
players.
And even like
indeed.
Jeremy, you and I work for the same corporation. I ain't gonna say their name.
Right.
But what we do every day, we provide a service to consumers. If the consumers do not buy our products, do we have jobs?
Right.
So we forget in the black community, we are the number one consumer in the world.
True.
We forget that if we don't spend our money, then they have to make a conscious decision. That's the reason why the LGBT community, they get shit work because they, you know what they do? They stop spending their money.
So let me
So
say
think
this,
about
though.
the corporation we work for.
But I think you kind of mixing words because
No,
at the
no,
end
no.
of the day, like what you saying, in my opinion, and please don't take this the wrong way, black people, but what you saying sounds great, but I'm speaking about reality. At the end of the day, hold on, the NFL is the NFL. And hold on,
Monopoly.
it is what it is, and meaning that a gajillion other players have found ways to confine in it. And my thing is, if Cap wanted to be this,
But why did they confine
hold
it?
on,
Because
bro,
we
hold on,
buy the ticket
let me
to go.
finish. My point is, if Cap wanted to be this figure, this black figure that stands out as the MLK type, then he wouldn't spend all this time begging to get back into the NFL. That's all I'm saying. He would have been out here saying, I don't need y'all.
But the man
I'm
plays
bigger than that."
football. His
And that's my point.
His
If you
profession
play
is
football, just like we work in corporate America, you have to follow their rules. We're not going to be walking into work every day with no damn African black power shirt on. They going to get you the fuck up out of there.
Oh, I do.
How often, bro? And I'm talking about just not the
Every
shirt.
every
No,
Friday.
not- yeah,
Every Friday.
Friday, because
every Friday on
because
dress down
Friday
day.
is dress down day.
Every
You
Friday on
conform
dress down
to
day,
the
I have a
rules,
hoodie
bro.
that says
Moving right
we
along.
don't need
I'm moving
their
right along.
we don't need
Moving
their
right along.
their approval.
Okay, so move right along. You brought it up. So
It's time for us
See,
to
I hear
start
that.
our own league, brother.
See, I hear that.
It's
I'm
time for us
thinking
to start our
Pink
own
Floyd, you know,
league.
we don't need your
I feel like
education.
that's
Yeah.
we are
It's a white dude who might think of a rock song when they hear this shit.
It's time for us to start our own league. We are the talent. We can do all the executive shit as well. So why the fuck?
All
are
right,
we
so I
still
got
doing
a yes or no question, and 2 yeses or 2 nos or however it goes. Thomas,
What's up?
should Bill Cosby be in jail? Should R. Kelly be in jail? Yes or no? That's it. And I'm gonna move right along because we almost out of time.
Bill, I'm mixed on, but I think overall, yeah.
For Kels,
Man, I was 17. I watched him pee on that girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and hell yeah.
I watched that video. I was like, yo, she drank that.
Bill Cosby, no. R. Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, and
we know you love Kelly, J-Day.
Yeah, he still should be in jail.
I will say,
Kelly.
I got two sentences. I will say for R. Kelly, he shouldn't be the only one in jail.
Oh,
but I also say with Cosby, I do think that a lot of women lied on Cosby, and he was he was railroaded.
Hold on.
But hold on, let me finish my statement.
60 people, bro.
No, that's my point. I do think
70s.
that
everybody was on drugs.
No.
Everybody was doing that crazy shit.
We gotta
come to a man hotel at 2 a.m.
We gotta stop the bullshit because Bill admitted the fact that anytime you dropping pills in people's drink that didn't know,
that's why I say that's why I'm like, he still deserved to get
punished. You do realize our parents did all that shit that was going on.
And that's a crime, or whatever.
And they just didn't get
that's why I'm like, I still agree he deserved the punishment. But Kelly, man, that girl looked like she could have passed for 12.
Anytime you fucking folks' children in the name of a record deal,
But the parents,
she was 14 and could have passed for 12.
But the parents should be locked up too because they knew they sold their kid to kill.
I don't know if they knew to that.
Issa, how big are you on supporting black business?
Oh, you stuttered.
No, initially, I'm going to support you. I'm even going to give you 2 and 3 chances.
Okay.
But if the third time and you still don't give good service or whatnot, I'm out.
It's out of all the black businesses that you know personally, how many of them are doing it the right way, percentage-wise? Just a quick answer.
25%.
Okay, Thomas.
But I understand why.
You said 25%.
But I do understand why.
What are your thoughts on supporting black business?
I definitely feel like you should give them a chance, especially if but I think you have to make sure it's a product that's pertinent to you. You know, don't just buy. So I don't really need this, and then you're sitting there because then you got buyer's remorse, you're resentful. You know what I mean?
I disagree.
Out of the things, Thomas, out of the things that you do buy and support, percentage-wise, that you know, I'm not talking about it. How many are doing it the right way?
I would say when you look at the circumstances they're in, I would say half.
All right.
So I support any black business that I come across, whether I need the product or not. Right. And the reason why is because if we don't support it, then they're going to fail. Right. They do not have the same luxury as a Walmart or any of the other establishments. And Walmart fuck up all the time, but how many times do we give them a second chance?
Exactly.
Or a third chance or a fifth chance? So with black businesses, I don't ask for discounts. Whatever your price is on the tag, I pay for it. And if you fuck up, I may let you know, hey, this is what you did. Right. I'm gonna come back next week to see if you get this shit right.
That's real.
I am across the board depending on the business because I think we lump a lot of things into black business. And to be quite honest, a lot of things are not actual business. It's a hustle.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Shout out to
but as long as it's legal,
as far as Durham, North Carolina, shout out to Favor Desserts. That's a legitimate small business.
Yeah. I'm tired of y'all plates, though.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm tired of everybody cooking.
Tell them how you really feel, son.
I'm tired of everybody just cooking shit out of
But that's what we know, though.
You gotta eat. You gotta eat.
No, we gotta know, though. There are tons of things.
It is an overly saturated market. It's about supply and demand.
You guys know computers and shit. When we gonna get the black computer? When we gonna get the black car?
Do you know how
when we gonna get the black?
That shit,
how hard it is?
Bro, that's a lot of goddamn money right there.
Do you know how hard it is for us to do the
Turn that finger and put it yourself like shit.
No, I'm with you on that. But like, there are tons of things that we can be doing because we are in every industry. So we have knowledge of everything that's going on. But all we seem to want to do is sell clothes, sell plates, sell and cut hair.
Hey,
do you know why though?
No, we're not going to answer that question.
Cost is minimal.
We're not going to answer the question. We're not going to answer the question. Now, on our way out, before we leave, now really quick, 1 or 2 lines, and I promise you we're getting out of here. Antoine, what don't women know about being a black man? Meaning, if you were talking to a woman, you know, they know everything. Shout out to the ladies. But if you had to end your conversation and just tell me something that women just don't know or think they know about being a black man.
So, and I like to having conversations with women on this topic. and I tell them that we as black men are very hard on the outer shell, and we're supposed to be.
Right.
But we have emotions and feelings too.
Perfect.
And while I feel like I am one of those guys that say emotions and feelings aren't always true or real, a lot of times our emotions or feelings are stepped on and thrown away because we don't share them as often.
Yeah. Okay. Issa, for you, what don't they know about being a black man? Or about being Issa? I mean, we individuals.
I will say that my sexuality is fluid.
What the fuck does that
What's
There
up?
we go.
All right, Tyler, the creator.
mean? What does that mean, bro? Shit, I wish we had enough.
Oh shit!
I don't got enough.
Is that the A and LGBTQIA?
You know what?
Yo, it should be on that on Facebook though, man.
Tell y'all though.
Cause he don't back down, man. I've gained a ton of respect.
I'm a grown
I have no
man.
idea.
I'm a grown man, and I like things.
I have no idea what that fucking means.
Bruh,
Thomas,
that man be going in, yo. And I be sitting back, yo.
all right, Thomas.
Keep it 100, yo.
Thomas, what don't? Shit, I don't know where to go. Oh my God. What don't women know about being a black man, either in general or for you personally?
That's so deep and on the spot, but
Yeah,
I think just off the top of the brain, I think many times until a man, finds or his onward track to his self-actualization, there's always going to be a hole that she can't fill, because women always are trying to fill that void of what is this or what's wrong and everything, and until he finds that or he gets some sort of semblance of that fulfillment, there's going to be that, and you have to accept that and just continue to nurture that until he finds it, or you know what I mean. And I think that's a real thing.
Right. I guess for me, I would say for a successful man or a man that's
bragging
trying,
ass nigga.
for a man that's trying, there is no formula to keep him. Meaning, you're not gonna cook your way, you're not gonna sex your way, you're not gonna finance your way.
If he wants
She
to
can
stay,
stay around
he
if she
gonna
do-
stay.
Right.
If he want to stay, he
That's
gonna stay.
fucked up to say,
He'll keep you on the
I-
team
like,
if you do
right.
some disgusting
Well,
things.
Especially if he's on the road to doing
Exactly.
In regards to how,
real.
and granted, you talking to a lot of single fucking men, but in regards to how I think love works, there's no formula for that shit. I mean, you can't buy me, you can't fuck me, you can't cook your way to a wife, but I hope you do all those things.
Yes,
when
I
find
do.
me.
Exactly.
I want you to.
That's the easy
you know,
way to leave,
you know all
though.
that stuff you
That's
say,
the easy way to leave, though.
You know all that
if you
stuff
can't
you say,
do,
get you
if
a
you
white
can't
girl
do
for
one
that,
or the other,
I want
it's
you
the
to
easy
do
way for you to
that.
get the fuck on out of here.
Y'all just said a whole bunch of man shit. Hey, okay, gentlemen, get the hell on. Hey, as always, we thank y'all. This was another exciting episode of Removing Layers. As I always say, people will always make the world go round. So that being said, we thank you. Tune in again, man. I want to keep doing this. So check the page, like the page, subscribe to the page, and we see you again.
Sir.
Say it ain't what you see.